I'm Collin, and this is a Ferrari 330 America. Now the 330 America has quite the story behind it. Ferrari wanted to showcase their new 4-liter Colombo V12 that makes 300 horsepower. So Ferrari took leftover 250 GTE chassis and bodies and put the new V12 in it. And they only sold them in America, hence the name America. And there are not very many of them. There are only 50 in the entire world. The 330 America is wrapped in a gorgeous 1960s body. The profile of the car is stunning with its long hood, short deck approach. The front is very unmistakably Ferrari with the prancing horse as the centerpiece. Down the side of the car, the vents and the front fender look incredible. Below that, you will find your Pininfarina badges, and as you move to the back of the car, you can see the fastback design was executed perfectly. Also, the Borrani wired wheels complete the look of the car, and no other car carries the kind of presence and beauty like this does. So here we are inside the 330 America. Front and center you have your wooden steering wheel. Behind that you will find your gauge cluster, which in my opinion looks very beautiful. Up on the steering column you have your turn signals right here. Behind that is your high beams, and on the other side of that is your electronic overdrive. Now the dash looks amazing. Up over here you have your tachometer, the oil pressure, the speedometer, and as you move to the center you have your oil temperature, your water temperature, your fuel gauge, the amps, and even a clock. And unlike many other cars, instead of the parking brake being back over here by the seat, it is located down here near the floorboard. And you have a lot of knobs up here on the center stack. I'll show you what they are. This is the wipers, that's the auxiliary fuel pump, the front defroster fan, the rear defroster fan, the interior lights, the running lights, the panel lights, and the headlights. Now to the heart of the beast. The 330 America is powered by a 4-liter naturally aspirated Colombo V12. It was a massive improvement over the 3-liter V12 found in the 250 models. The main improvement over the 250 engine are the revised combustion chambers and enlarged bores. The 330 motor has an 8.8:1 compression ratio and a bore and stroke of 77mm by 71mm. This motor is fed by 3 Weber carburetors and features a single overhead cam 2 valves per cylinder design. With the larger displacement came more power, 300 horsepower to be exact, a 60 horsepower improvement over the 250 GTE in which this car is based off of. All of that equates to a top speed of 152 miles per hour. The fuel tank is a 100-liter or 26.4-gallon unit. The engine is mated to a single plate clutch 4-speed manual transmission with an electronically activated overdrive intended for higher cruising speeds. The transmission is paired to a live rear axle with a differential that has a final drive ratio of 3.55:1. The chassis of the 330 America is a tubular steel construction with a body of mostly steel panels with the hood and trunk lids being aluminum. The braking system of the 330 America is a Dunlop dual circuit with discs all around. The tires of the 330 America are 185 by 15s all around. The front suspension, however, is independent with unequal length wishbones, coil springs, radius arms, and telescopic shock absorbers with anti-roll bars. The car has a 102-inch wheelbase with a width of 67 inches and a height of 52 inches. All of this equates to a dry weight of 3,218 pounds. Now, with all of that said, it's time to go for a ride. But before we do that, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more reviews on awesome and unique cars. So here we are inside the 330 America, and man, what an experience it is in here. First of all, the seats are very comfortable and you have plenty of room. We'll Looking ahead and seeing the haunches for the headlights and the huge hood in front of you housing that 4-liter V12 is just amazing. And listening to that 4-liter V12 just roar and sing and growl behind you is just the coolest thing ever. And being that the engine is a V12, it is pretty torquey. And the 330 America really carries quite the road presence. It is heart-achingly beautiful and looks unlike anything else in the best way possible. It stands out from the rest while looking elegant at the same time. And now, for the conclusion. The Ferrari 330 America is a hidden 1960s gem. It looks absolutely beautiful and drives just as good as it looks. And that V12 in front is beyond amazing. I genuinely believe that for how rare and downright amazing this car is, it deserves more recognition and appreciation. And thank you so much for watching.